Hello students, welcome to StudyIQ. There is one frightening news is coming from Karnataka. That is more than 7,000 plus students are diagnosed with HIV positive. In fact, Karnataka government mandated HIV camps in all the engineering colleges and degree colleges. There is another news is coming from Karnataka that is more than 56,000 people are living with HIV AIDS without knowing their HIV status. And there is one more frightening news from all over the India that is there is a rising trend of HIV or rising cases of HIV AIDS amongst youth. What causes in the increase of HIV cases amongst youth? We will be discussing that. And in this video, we will also discuss all the cases related to HIV, that what HIV is, why there is no vaccine of this particular virus is available, what are the possible options that we have, and why this virus is a lifelong virus disease. So in this video, we will be discussing all these things related to prelims, related to mains, and we will be analyzing that what are the causes behind rising HIV cases in India. So let's go. Before moving ahead, there is one major announcement for all of you that Guru Kripa sale is going on, and which is giving you 50% offer, 50% off on having or on purchasing this P2I batch. P2I, that is prelims to interview batch, which is available in English medium at evening. P2I means prelims to interview, that is having 5 to 6 phases of this batch, and this batch is literally for everyone, which means it is for veterans, okay, those who already prepared for UPSC but not able to make in that list. This batch is for them as well. Why? Because in the third phase, there will be prelims preparation, which is very much essential for all of you. And then, if you are clearing prelims, 100% fees will be refunded. First. And the second thing is, you will be called for mains residential program to Delhi, where everything will be taken care of by StudyIQ. That is why this batch is for everyone. Why it is for beginners? Because this batch includes NCERT, complete NCERT, and the completion is not related to rote learning of NCERT. No, selective learning of NCERT, which is important for UPSC. So first phase NCERT, then you will be transferred into the foundation phase, then you will be transferred into the prelims phase, and after prelims, the benefits are yours, then mains, then interview, etc. So if you are interested in joining the batch, you can start your preparation with the StudyIQ in smart manner, that is structured notes, mentorship, assessment, revision, test, etc. You can use SU Live code to avail the maximum discount. Now we can move ahead with our discussion. The first discussion related to this is the 7,000 students diagnosed with the HIV. Okay, the second news was this, that is 56,000 in Karnataka unaware of HIV status. They are living with HIV but unaware about their status. It is quite dangerous, literally quite dangerous, because they will be spreading HIV in more number of people. Dating apps pose new challenge to the tracing infection. I already told you that we will be discussing the causes. That what are the causes? So this news article is tracing the cause, and one of the important cause, or you can say one of the major cause, is dating apps and dating culture in the present generation. Okay, although there is not a scientific study which concluded this thing, but you can see that dating culture or dating apps are increasing this phenomenon, which is directly related to the spread of HIV/AIDS. Look at this. The first, these factors. First, because of the dating culture, there are more number of partners, faster network expansion, more casual sexual encounters, and the last one is greater opportunity for HIV and sexually transmitted infection, STIs transmission. So because of that dating culture, dating apps, they significantly increased the possibility of having HIV. Yes, these factors can increase opportunity for sexually transmitted infections and including HIV if preventive measures are not used. If you will see the major cause of HIVs amongst youth, 80 to 90% of the total cases, it is related to unprotected sex. Unprotected sex. So you can imagine what is going on. And because of that unprotected sex, HIV is going on. And dating culture or dating apps are directly related to more number of sexual encounters, more number of sex partners, okay, and casual sex encounters. Simple. So you can use this case study in your GS paper one, that how society is changing. In fact, the same data can be used in your GS paper two, social justice part, because person living with HIV, they are literally going through taboos. They are literally going through discrimination, because you know it very well. In our society, a person who declared their status that yes, they are HIV positive, they are considered as untouchables. People are not sharing their food with them. People are even not sitting with them. Yes or no? So this is going on. Now look at the condition of India in terms of HIV or number of cases. So if you will see, India is having third largest number of people living with HIV in the world. Third largest population. The first, South Africa, the second one is Nigeria, and the third one is India, that is 2.4 million people. Although when it comes to the comparison in terms of population, because we are having 140 billion population, the percentage, in terms of percentage, it is quite low, but still we are having third largest number of people living with HIV. You should remember this. Okay, the second major reason, the first one is unprotected sex. The second one is sharing those needles. You will find the more number of cases, especially in northeast region, which is very much near to the golden triangle. You know it very well, golden triangle. Okay, from where drugs are originated and passed on to these nearby Indian states like Manipur, Mizoram, etc. And the same thing is true with the Punjab as well. So you will find the cause of HIV in these states as sharing the needles which are used for drugs as well. Okay, so these are two major causes. Apart from that, there are some minor causes as well, such as pregnancy in women can lead to the uh, newborn baby are having HIV positive, right? So this is the data related to HIV. Now we will discuss what the virus is all about. Okay. Now look at this. HIV is one of the virus. Okay. Its name is human immunodeficiency virus. Look at this, human immunodeficiency virus, HIV. Okay, it is one of the retrovirus. Okay, it is one of the retrovirus. Now, what do you mean by retrovirus? I will explain. A retrovirus whose genetic material is RNA. These two things are very important. Now, what do we mean by AIDS? The name of the virus is HIV, but the disease that this virus will cause, AIDS, that is advanced clinical condition, which is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Human immunodeficiency virus, HIV virus, AIDS means acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So basically, this virus will impact your immune system, acquired immunodeficiency. Now, what will going on? I will explain. Immunodeficiency syndrome. Syndrome means there is not a single manifestation. Multiple things will be there. Syndrome. And multiple diseases will be there. Now, how it will impact your body? Let me explain one thing to you. Your immune system is having two parts. One, that is innate immunity, innate immunity that you will have by birth. Okay, innate immunity. But there is one more immunity which is known as adaptive immunity. Adaptive immunity. This adaptive immunity can be trained via vaccination. Okay, this adaptive immunity having two parts. One is humoral immunity. Humoral immunity, where B cells are playing an important role. Where B cells are playing an important role. These B cells will produce antibodies, and those antibodies will destroy virus, pathogen, bacteria, etc. There is another thing which is known as cell-mediated immunity. Cell-mediated immunity. And within that cell-mediated immunity, there are T cells, T lymphocytes. Basically, adaptive immunity is related to your B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes, which are the part of your white blood cells. Okay, white blood cells forms your immune system basically. So cell mediated immunity, where there are certain cells like cytotoxic T cell, helper T cell, regulatory T cell, and memory T cell. There are 4 types of T cell within this. Cytotoxic T cell will clear infected cells. You should remember. Let me write this as well. Cytotoxic T cell. नाम क्या है? Cytotoxic T cell. Those T cells will clear infected cells first. They will attack infected cells. They will engulf those infected cells, destroy those infected cells. Second, helper T cell, which is very, very important. Helper T cell. These helper T cell will activate entire immune system and act as a coordinator. Okay? Helper T cell will activate entire immune system and act as a coordinator. Act as a coordinator in your immunity. Regulatory T cells regulate the activities of cytotoxic T cell. Regulate means T cells will become overactive sometimes. So regulatory T cells will stop them. Okay? So as not to destroy our body's own healthy cell. Regulatory T cells and memory T cells will remember that what was the infection last time. Okay? So that there will be robust immune response. Robust immune response. Immune response next time whenever the same pathogen will be attacking your body. So one, innate immunity, that is you are born with that immunity, like macrophages, NK cells, macrophages, NK cells. They are the immediate responder. Natural killer cells. They are the immediate responder in case of any attack or any viral or pathogen attack. But the problem with this system, they have no memory. They will not remember the previous infection. So in the very next time, your immune system has to fight with the same pathogen again in the same manner. But this system will remember previous infection. Then that is why the system can be trained as well via immunization. We know it very well, immunization or vaccination. Now, the problem with the HIV virus, they selectively target T helper cells. Look at this. They selectively targets T helper cell, which are also known as CD4 plus cells. Basically, they are targeting, you can say, if we consider your entire system as an army. They primarily target one person, you can say army general. If your immune system is one of the army, they target army general who is coordinating the entire immune response, who is activating the immune system. Now you can imagine HIV virus is coming, targeting army general who is activating the immune system. Now army general is damaged. Your immune system is intact. There is no problem with the immune system, but it will not get activated. And if it will not get activated, how your immune system will fight against all such viruses, bacteria, which are constantly attacking you? This is the problem. Now, at the first instance, it will attack this CD4 plus cell. How it will attack? Let me explain again. There is one process in microbiology which is known as central dogma of life. Central dogma of life. What do we mean by this central dogma? Central dogma: DNA, RNA, proteins. DNA, which is having your genetic code or genetic information. Those genetic informations are not coming out of the nucleus. Okay, this is your cell. This is nucleus. Here DNA is stored. So DNA is not coming out of the nucleus, but DNA is sending the copies of the genetic information outside the nucleus. Okay, so DNA will be going through transcription. What is written in the genetic code will be transcribed first. Then RNA. Here messenger RNA and transfer RNA will do their job and send those message to the ribosome. The ribosome is the site for protein synthesis. Protein synthesis. Right? And this process of protein formation will be known as translation. Proteins will be formed. Your entire body will be formed. So without genetic information is coming out, because we know it very well that if genetic information is coming out of the nucleus, it will become prone to damage. So as to prevent that damage, to secure your DNA, to secure, or you can say to prevent genetic mutation, your genetic informations are not coming out of the nucleus. Rather, they will multiply in the copies and that copy will be coming out to the RNA. Transcription. RNA will be reading those genetic code and accordingly producing the protein. Messenger RNA, transfer RNA will be sending message to the ribosome, which is the site or factory for protein synthesis, that will be producing protein. This is the normal process which is followed by each and everything in this universe. Each life form is following the same process. But there is a crux. There is some exception to this, and one of the exception is virus. One of the exception is RNA virus. Another exception is retrovirus. They will not follow this process. And one more exception, that is virions, viroids. They will not follow this process. HIV is one of the retrovirus whose genetic material is RNA. Now, what they will do? They will first target CD4 plus cells. CD4 plus cell. And in the CD4 plus cell, they will enter in the form of RNA. And they will perform what? Reverse transcription. And via reverse transcription, HIV virus will integrate itself with your DNA or genome. HIV virus, after reverse transcription, HIV virus integrate itself with your DNA or genome, your DNA and genome, where your immune system cannot reach. First, it is targeting your immune cells, coordinator, helper T cell, CD4 plus cell. It has been targeted first. Second, the virus is quite smart. It is integrating itself with your DNA, where your immune system cannot reach inside your DNA. So, for your immune system, it will become very hard to find it out that where this virus is hiding. Second thing. Third, after integration is completed, just like this DNA is making its copies, the same thing virus will make its copies. 2 copies in one cycle. It will make 2 copies, and those 2 copies will again infect some other CD4 plus cells. Okay, from here it will make 2 copies, and those 2 copies will be further infecting some more CD4 plus cell. And in this manner, this virus will gradually infect, or you can say, will decrease the count of CD4 plus cell in your blood. If that count is less than 200 per meter cube of your blood, or millimeter cube kuch hai, 200, then it will be the stage of AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which means severely immunocompromised individual. I hope it is clear. This is the concept of HIV virus. Why it is very hard to detect this virus? It is quite clear, because it is integrating itself into your DNA. Now your immune system will not allowed to enter inside your DNA. Not allowed. And virus is hiding there. Now your immune system is not detecting it. In each cycle, this virus is making its 2 copies, and gradually it is infecting CD4 plus cell or helper T cell. Over the period of time, your immune system will not get activated whenever any other virus or bacteria will be entering into your body, attacking your body. So there is no death because of HIV virus. HIV will weaken your immune system so much so that your immune system will not get activated, and your body will be died. You will die because of some other pathogen like TB. TB is one of the most important opportunistic infection. Opportunistic infection. It will remain latent inside your body, will not get activated. But once it will find that your body is weakened, your immunity is weakened severely, suddenly TB will start showing its true color. TB infection will emerge. So, HIV virus is a mild virus. There is no issue with that. But it will remain lifelong inside your body. Once it entered your body, nobody can stretch out or extract that virus outside of your body. Okay? It will remain lifelong. It will gradually decrease your immunity. It will compromise your immunity so much so that opportunistic virus like TB will get opportunity and will damage you. In fact, the cause of death in case of AIDS or HIV virus is not HIV virus. It is a mild virus. Individual can live with that virus, but the problem with the opportunistic infection. Okay? And that is why there is no such vaccine available for this virus. The problem is clear. You know it very well. First, hard to detect. It is hiding behind, it is hiding inside your DNA. It's self-integrated with your genome. How to find? No possibility. Second, compromising immunity. It is targeting immunity. All other viruses are targeting some organs. Like pneumonia is targeting some of the part of your lungs. Some other virus is coming and targeting some other organs. It is targeting your immune system. Right? That is why this virus is different. Another thing, mutation rate is so much, it is rapidly mutating. Your immune system will function on this principle. What is the principle? Your immune system will produce antibodies. Look at this, antibodies. And it will recognize any pathogen or foreign substance per se, foreign substance, by recognizing surface proteins on it. These are the surface proteins. These are surface proteins. These are recognized by antibodies. Right? Your immune system will recognize these things only, not the virus itself. Surface protein. Okay? And now antibodies will be generated and will target those surface proteins, will engulf that particular pathogen. But interesting point is, it is infecting your CD4 plus cell. CD4 plus cell, your body's own cell. And your body's own cell cannot be attacked by your immune system. It is quite simple. Your body's immune system will leave it. And interestingly, HIV virus, okay, initially when it will get infected, your body's immune system will recognize this. But as soon as your body's immune system is recognizing that this particular cell is infected, okay, this virus will change its nature. That recognition is gone. Virus got mutation. This is the problem. That is why there is no vaccine available for this. There are only antiviral drugs which can help you out. Once you are getting infection, nothing can save you. Why HIV is different? Look at this. Why HIV is different? Because most virus targets organs or tissues. Look at this. Like influenza virus, it infects lungs. Hepatitis virus infect liver. Rotavirus infect intestine. But HIV targets CD4 plus cell and destroys it. Big problem. Second, structure of HIV. What HIV will do? This is the structure of HIV. Look at this. Structure of HIV. Okay? It infects CD4 plus cell. It enveloped. Okay? These are some binds to CD4 plus cell receptor. This one is the receptor, GP120. So it will bind to the GP120 and via this receptor it enters into the cell. Nobody will going to ask you that what is GP120. Don't worry. Okay? GP41 fuses viral and cell membrane like this. So virals and cell membrane fused together. Right? Fused together. Okay? Then caspid, cone-shaped med, genetic material is RNA, already discussed. Okay? And what it will do, we already done with this. And reverse transcription. First, entered in the form of RNA, converts it into DNA, it will do reverse transcription. Normal process is DNA to RNA, transcription. It will perform reverse transcription. Convert itself into DNA and integrates. One enzyme will be secreted and that enzyme will integrate. Insert viral DNA into human DNA, viral integrating itself into human DNA. And protease cuts viral protein into functional pieces to assemble new viruses. This is the problem. HIV life cycle already discussed. Attachment, reverse transcription, assembly, replication. Each time it will produce 2 new copies and those 2 new copies again infect some other CD4 plus cell. Why it is a lifelong? Already discussed. Anna? Nobody can. Anna? Because it is hiding inside your DNA. Okay? Now, why is there still no effective HIV vaccine? Look at this. Last part of this, extremely rapid mutation in the HIV virus. Extremely rapid mutation. Reverse transcription is a very error prone, okay, every day billions of new viruses are produced, many mutation occurs. Your immune system is not capable of detecting that much of mutation. First. Second, the immune target keep changing. Okay, influenza will target simple one particular cell, but HIV changes continuously even within the same individual. Not very easy for your immune system to detect. HIV attack immune cell themselves. जब immunity को ही target कर लिया है तो क्या बचेगा? Apart from that, hidden reservoir, glycan shield, which is again very important thing. HIV envelope protein GP120 is covered within the sugar, and this sugar resembles to normal human carbohydrate. So your immune system perceives it as your body's own part. So it will not produce antibody and no natural sterilizing immunity. And that is why it will remain lifelong. That is why there is no such vaccine available for this. But how to deal with the HIV? There is one very much effective thing, and that is antiretroviral therapy. Antiretroviral therapy is the only thing available, okay, right now, which helps you to get along with the HIV. Although complete cure is not possible, but ART, antiretroviral therapy, can you can say can save life of any individual. Okay, will make that individual's body enable to live along with the HIV. Like, the goal is not to kill every virus. Instead, ART block different stages of viral replication. We know it very well that virus is doing reverse transcription. So ART will target this reverse transcription. ART will stop this process. Reverse transcription. It will inhibit this reverse transcription. So more will be the inhibition, less will be the integration of virus with the DNA. Less will be the replication. Less will be the replication means less damage, and it will take more number of years to reach AIDS. Ultimate stage is AIDS. There is no point in that. There is no doubt in that. The ultimate stage is AIDS. But ART can delay that time. Why? Because ART is blocking the reverse transcription. I hope it is clear to you. So this is what ART is doing. I hope it is clear. So now the last one, are scientists working on a cure? Yes, they are working. There are many things which are going on simultaneously. But right now, to be precise, ठीक है, HIV is a tough opponent. क्या लिखा हुआ है? HIV is a tough opponent, but science, determination and hope are our strongest weapon. ठीक है? No universally applicable cure exists. There is no cure of HIV. Why there is no cure of HIV? You know it very well. So I hope everything is clear. You like this video. If you like, okay, like it, comment, share. Okay, we will be meeting in the next video with some new topic. Thank you so much.